Welcome everyone, my name is Aba Agray. I'm a second year law student and this channel is going to be all about how to get into law school, what it's like once you're actually there, and what I hope to achieve one day with my law degree after these 3 hard, long years. But I really hope to make a difference and an impact on this world, and I really want to encourage you to also pursue a law degree. It's definitely doable. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you don't know any lawyers at all. There are plenty of people on YouTube like myself and others who are willing to help you find your path. And I want you to feel encouraged and excited about trying new things. So I'll give you the step-by-step, the playbook, make it as simple as possible for you so that you can succeed on your law school journey. Neither of my parents went to law school. Neither of them went to college, actually. So learning and finding my way was a little bit difficult, but people on YouTube and other resources were very helpful to me when I was trying to find my way. So I want to just give back and do the same thing. I want to make this a positive and encouraging space for you because it can be scary, it can be confusing, and I want to help make it as easy as possible. If you're interested in learning about why I chose to go to law school, stay tuned because this is what I'm going to be talking about in the rest of this episode. I decided to name this Audacity with Aba Agray because you just have to have the audacity to really try things that are out of the box, out of the ordinary, things that might not even seem possible for you. You're just taking a leap of faith and doing it anyway. That is like audacity, and that's what I want to spread to other people. I know there's like a different side of the word audacity. It's like, she had the audacity to tell me, but it's like, yeah, there's 2 ways to look at it, but I want to lean into the positivity about what it's like to be audacious and to have audacity. I decided to go to law school when I was in my sophomore or junior year of college. At that time, I was majoring in criminology and psychology. I was trying to figure out what to do with those degrees once I was done, and my initial thought was, this isn't enough money for the amount of effort that I'm putting into, which was a little bit childish at the time, but I knew what I wanted and I wanted more. So my initial reason was like, okay, I want some more money, so I'm gonna go to law school. But then as you start like actually pursuing it and like doing more research, you realize how much of a need there actually is for attorneys and how much of a serious impact you can make on the world and help people. You realize how really important it is to become an attorney. And so I started looking deeper within myself and thinking about what I really wanted to do in this world. All I knew was I wanted to help people. That's why I went to psychology, and criminology was also the same mindset, but specifically within the criminal justice system and learning the root causes of like deviant behavior and like what we can actually do to help people who are committing crimes. Because just because you're doing the wrong thing doesn't mean that you're a bad person, and it's just different ways to look at it and different ways to approach these people to try to get them the help they need. Because at the end of the day, you don't just write people off as bad people. Everyone deserves to be helped. And yeah, that's why I was into psychology and criminology. And then yeah, I decided I wanted to have more power within the criminal justice system. I don't know how much power I can actually have, but that was my mindset. I was like, okay, if I know the law, who can really play with me at the end of the day? I feel like the laws have been used to hurt people that look like me since the beginning of time. The law has incriminated and incarcerated so many Black people, and so that was my starting point. And I'm just like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. I'm noticing these injustices consistently and constantly, and only 5% of lawyers are Black. So I'm like, okay, tag me in, coach. Tag me in. Put me in the game, because I think if you put me out there, if I become an attorney, I could make make some change one day. Who's to say I can't? And that was my mindset, and it really pushed me into going into law school. Not easy at all. Not easy at all. But you just don't know how hard it is until you're like deep into it, okay? But that was my main reason for wanting to go to law school. Now that I'm here, I realize all the different avenues that you can take. I'm interested in way more than just criminal justice system now. Entertainment law is real interesting, like working with artists or athletes, looking at contracts, or just doing general litigation has always been interesting to me. Now, litigation like standing up in court. You know what? One of the myths is that you're gonna be in court a lot when you're a lawyer, but that's really not the case, honestly. But conversation for a different day. But I wanted to go to law school also to make my family proud. I'm a first-generation student. We come from Liberia. My mom is from Liberia. My dad is from Ghana, but he grew up in Liberia as well, so most of my cultural background is in Liberia, West Africa. It's a poor country now. It wasn't always like this, and after the Civil War and during the Civil War, a lot of my family came to America and really had to start over and make it happen with what they had. And my mom, she did her thing, she tried her best. 3 out of 4 of my siblings ended up graduating from college, and it's like, if my mom and my family can overcome so many trials and tribulations and still overcome, I wanted to take it as far as possible as I could. College is one thing. They wanted me to go to college. I did that. Done at 22. It's like, I think I can do way more than this, you know? So now I'm in law school and just breaking barriers, breaking glass ceilings. And I'm trying to get my other people to come along with me because I don't want to be here by myself now. You know, we're kind of few and far in between. You know, you can find your community at your law school of like Black students, but there's still very few, and it can be lonely at times. But the more of you that come, the better it's going to be. And as we're preparing for more Black students to come to law school, we're trying to make changes and improve like the space now so that by the time you get here, it's going to be better. Because, you know, it's not all great. I think that how do I say this? There's a lot of improvements that can be made, period. But thank you for listening. That is the reason why I came to law school, and I have a lot more for you, such as the step-by-step on how to get into law school. How do you take the LSAT, letters of recommendation, all that stuff. I got you. What it's like in my classes. Have you ever heard of a cold call? It's just as bad as you think it is, and so much more. But stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you for listening. This is Audacity with Aba Gray.